is Danny Alder. That pitch is high back against the screen and allows the runner, Daniels, to move down to second base on that passed ball. Pass ball, wild pitch, however you want to score that one. Going on for North Sanpete, Olivia Manson at second, Afton Cook at third, Miley Cook at shortstop, Shay Rawlinson in left field, Annie Madsen in center field, and Kaylee Robinson in right field. Turns the bunt again popped up, and third base not quite able to get that. It's well out in foul territory, so Cook not able to quite get there on that one. But again, attempted bunt. Yeah, the bunt is coming back. It's been a lot of ball over the years, and these teams this year, the teams that I'm seeing, a lot more bunting going on, even in all sorts of situations. Pitch, hard pitch down the middle, called strike. The batter is Alder, and that's 2-2 now on Alder. Number 3 hitter. It's on the outside edge. She starts to swing. She holds it back. They're asking for an opinion from the other umpire whether or not she went. Here to say there was didn't go far enough, so Alder will get to come back. So it's 3-2 now. Alder has a .317 batting average, 1 home run on the year. That's a pop-up. It's going to come back over the screen. An attempted catch by one of the people in the stands. That's an error. So we got an equipment problem for the catcher for North Sanpete. They're going to have to fix that. Defensively for Manti, when they come back on the field defensively, Danny Alder will be pitching, and Paisley Clark behind the plate, Dakota Cheney at first, Hannah Daniels at second, Haley Barnes third, Chloe Olson shortstop, Brinley Umbrell. There's a pop-up to the shortstop, third base in foul territory, diving catch, and so far, Afton Cook is having a game out here, folks. So Afton Cook makes another catch on a little flare pop-up to the infield, has to dive to do it, but that's 2 outs. Brings Dakota Cheney, the first baseman for Manti, to the line, to the batter's box, batting left-handed. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Cheney. Chloe Olson is on deck. The shortstop for Manti on deck. Pitch is high, I believe that's 1-1. Cheney with a .438 batting average in the number 4 spot, .438. And she does have 2 home runs and 11 doubles. So with the pop there to her bat, see what she can do here in this situation. As she stands in with 2 outs and a runner at second. The runner is Hannah Daniels at second. Swing and a miss. Swung right through that. Nice pitch there by Johnson. And swung through that one too, so nice pitch in there by Johnson. And she's able to take down Dakota Cheney with the first strikeout of the ball game. So they get a runner on, but they can't do much with it, as they will go with no runs in the first inning on 1 hit. So we'll be back in just a second with the bottom half of the first inning.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Bird Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at birdbrothers.com.
Okay, welcome back here as we start the bottom half of the first now. And North Sanpete with their first at bat. They come up with Olivia Manson. The second baseman will start off the hitting with Miley Cook, the shortstop, batting second. 2 pitches, 2 balls to Manson. Alder in the circle doing the pitching for Manti. That's a nice pitch there. Outside, ball 3. So the off batters do whatever they can to get on to get the circus going. I'm going to say that was high, so ball 4, Olivia Manson will run down to first base on the walk, giving the base on balls. And that'll bring Miley Cook to the batter's box now. She's going to bunt it. It's up in the air, caught by the first baseman. So a couple of ineffective bunts here by both teams to start the ball game. As that just flares right up and goes to the first baseman. Easily done there. So first out there will bring Riley Stewart. Riley Stewart to the batter's box with Shea Rollinson on deck. Hit high in the air to the right side. Right fielder runs back. Now she's coming in. Center fielder comes across. The right fielder was really lost. Good play by the center fielder to come pick that one up. Because the right fielder broke right back to the fence. I don't know if she had got back in time or not. We'll never know. But the center fielder with a great play, great anticipation, makes that play. So it's 2 outs in the inning, and it brings up Shea Rollinson, the left fielder, with Casey Johnson, the pitcher, on deck. First pitch is going to be strike on the outside corner. Rollinson with a 408 batting average, 5 home runs, 4 doubles, 2 triples. Good pop. Woo, got fooled on that. The ball gets away from the catcher, however. And Madsen will advance to second base on the passed ball. And Rollinson really fooled on that changeup right there. Two strikes on the batter. Ball's high, ball 1-1-2 the count. Ball 2 now. Ball's high, 2-2 the count. Ball high, ball 3. So it's full count now, worked it back full. 2 out. It's the high, ball 4. So she's down 0-2 and works it back to a full count based on balls. And that puts Shea Rollinson at first with Olivia Madsen at second base. So forces on those bases. Casey Johnson now at the plate with Brooklyn Larson on deck. It'll be a called strike there. Johnson with a 341 average with 3 home runs and 4 doubles. So she too has some pop in the number 5 hole, what you expect. High inside ball. 1-1 the count. trying to pitch out of this. Runners on. Pop straight back over the net. That'll be, look out, somebody in the stands. So the next pitch, still 1-2 the count with 2 out. Well, they're ready to pitch. Everybody's ready except the umpire. He's back getting some extra softball. He needs some. There's nothing in the ball return, so they're down to the last softball here. Ready now. Ripped down the third baseline, off the third baseman's glove, and around to score will be Manson. Hard shot down the third baseline, just off the third baseman's glove. You're not sure what the ruling will be here. The official score will have to rule that one. But the result is Manson comes all the way around to score, and it pushes Stewart just chased Rollinson to short second base, and Casey Johnson at first. Now Johnson will get a runner in for her as she is the pitcher. So speed up, hurry up rule there. Casey Johnson's runner will be at first. Brooklyn Larson now the designated player. She is at the plate. Brooklyn Larson, number 22, 333 batting average and 7 doubles. And a couple of triples there. So good bat here. Brooklyn Larson on deck is on Oldroyd. Pitches outside, ball 1. Looks like it's on the corner. Sure enough, there's the call. Strike 1, 1-1 the count, I believe. Brooklyn Larson stands in again. High fly to the right side. Second base is calling for it and makes the play. So fly out to the second baseman for the third out of the inning. So runners on, but couldn't convert anything. So after one complete, it's 0-0 as we will go to the top of the second inning when we come right back.
Expecting a bundle of joy? Beaver Valley Hospital's new maternity wing is your local haven for life's special deliveries. Combining cozy comfort with top-tier technology, they bring big city medical excellence to the heart of Beaver with that small-town touch Beaver Valley Hospital is known for. Their full-service community hospital is your health partner from inpatient care, emergency, surgical, maternity, physical therapy, home health, and hospice. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to support Beaver High School.
Welcome back here, and again I must clear up an error. I said that was 0-0 after one complete, but Olivia Manson, the very first batter for North Sanpete, did come around and score. So it is 1-0 in favor of North Sanpete right now, with Manti coming to bat in the top of the second inning. They will come to the plate with number 3, Chloe Olson, the shortstop to start with. Paisley Clark, number 14, the catcher, on deck. And in the hole is Carly Rasmussen. Check swing, foul ball off the bat of Chloe Olson. The rock, the fire. Outside high. Ball 1. Checks the swing, called strike down the middle. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the batter, Olson. Catcher sets up on the outside part of the plate. Riley Stewart trying to get the outside pitch. A little bit too high and too outside, so it's 2-2 now the count. With ball is into center field. It's going to bounce. It's going to find the grass. That's a nice single there by Olson. Off the 2-2 count, she singles into center field straight away. And that'll put the third runner on, and Paisley Clark now will come to the plate. Paisley Clark with Carly Rasmussen on deck. So Paisley Clark, number 14, with a 361 batting average. Stands up in there. Clark, she also has 2 home runs and 2 triples and 5 doubles. So good bat here, good batter. And the number 5-6 hole turns to bunt, pulls it back, called ball. So pop up, that's coming straight back here, it'll be honest. Ooh. Hit something up above, drop down. Kids get to chase that one. So that's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. This is going to be a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop Cook coming in. Excuse me, that's the third baseman. Afton Cook coming in. She's been busy over there at third, and she gets and rounds up another one. And that's a fly to the number 5, fielding position for the first out. Carly Rasmussen now at the plate. Carly Rasmussen with the 275 batting average. Check swing, strike. Casey Johnson seems to be fooling these batters. There's a lot of check swings, late check swings. That might have been a little high ball, 1-1. Again, repeat, this is an elimination ball game. That's a strike on the low part of the spectrum there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rasmussen will be followed by Avery Thompson. Ball is hit in the air over the second base, just over the outstretched hand of the second baseman. Just couldn't quite get to it. Valiant effort there by Madsen, Olivia Madsen, but just not able to run that thing down. And so you've got another base hit here by the Manti Templars, Carly Rasmussen. And that pushes Chloe Olson over to second base now and brings to the plate Avery Thompson. Number 23, Avery Thompson. And her batting average is listed at 196 with no home runs, doubles, or triples. She does have that slap method going there. She left-hander, runs forward and lets that one go. It's a called strike. And lines up clear back on the back edge of the batter's box. Comes forward, busts it. It's a one-hopper to the first base, the pitcher, however. So she moves the runners, but she gets it out in the process. So well done by Avery Thompson. It's actually a sacrifice. It's the second out of the inning, but it does move Chloe Olson to third and Carly Rasmussen to second. And brings to the plate the number 9 hitter, Brindley Umbro. Swing and miss, strike 1. And Umbro has a 160 batting average, it says here. That's called a ball 101. Umbro with the 160 batting average, only played in 17 games, so has not been a full-time, all-time starter. Swing and a miss, strike. Strike 2. However, of those few hits that she's got, 4 of them were doubles. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They get her on the outside half, so she goes down swinging for the third out of the inning. So runners on, no damage done. For Manti, it remains 1-0 North Sanpete. We'll be right back.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CBMC, specialists and primary care physicians Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Marijuana has a lot of names and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Welcome back here once again. Here we go. I just switched out a headset real quick. This works great. So here we are, first batter up for North Sanpete is the number 7 hitter, Autumn Oldroyd. She now currently has a count of 2-0, and she'll be followed by Afton Cook. Ripped down the third baseline, but it'll go foul. So 2-1 count. On the outside corner, they're going to call that a strike. So 2-2 the count now to Autumn Oldroyd with Afton Cook on deck. And Annie Madsen will be in the hole. Check swing, but not in time. That's a strike. Strikeout for Autumn Oldroyd. Just the first strikeout register of the game by the pitcher Alder. First out of the inning. Afton Cook comes to the plate. Third baseman Afton Cook's been having a busy day over at third base. This is her first at bat. Pitch is going to be a little bit low. Afton Cook, 250 batting average. And she scored 6 runs. She's also got 1 double in all of that. So 2-0 the count to Afton Cook. That pitch, I believe, is there. It goes the strike call. 2-1, 3-1 the count. So that should be 3-1 now, I believe. 3-1 to count to Afton Cook. Again, Annie Madsen is on deck. That's going to be a strike on the inside half, so it goes to full now. Full count to Madsen. Excuse me, Cook. Then Madsen, and then Madsen. Pitch is high and outside, so Cook will work the walk. So that puts Afton Cook at first base. Annie Madsen comes to the plate. On deck is Olivia Madsen. Pitch on the outside, Spark is going to be called a ball. And Madsen with a 239 batting average. But she does have some pop. She's got a couple home runs. She rips that one down the left field. She's got 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and a triple, so she has a little bit of pop to that bat. That's Annie Madsen. A little change up there by the pitcher, Alder. Ball, 2-1 the count. Down the third baseline, foul, just foul. So here we go again. 2-2 the count with one out. Pop up down the line, foul ball again. Two and two the count. Also to bring the pitch. Driven right back to center field. Center fielder stands there, doesn't have to even really move. Makes the catch easily. So Andy Madison flies out to the center fielder for the second out. And now we'll bring to the plate Olivia Madison. Olivia Madison's first at bat, she took a walk and then eventually came around and scored for the only run here in the ball game. So Olivia Madison been on base one, up once and on base once. Ball's outside. Ball one. Down the third baseline, they're going to say it's foul ball. Nice play by the third baseman, Haley Barnes, and across to Dakota Cheney, but it was a foul ball where it was taken. So it'll just be a strike. 1-1 the count. And Olivia Madison will come back to the plate again. High fly ball, catcher settling under it. Pitcher comes in, she'll finally take it. The pitcher will take it. That's Danny Alder. So that's the third out of the inning. So after two complete, score remains 1-0. We'll be right back.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Welcome back once again as we go down to the top of the third inning with Manti coming to bat. Called strike. The batter for Manti, we're back to the top of the order here, and that is Hannah Daniels, number 15, the second baseman. She got a single the first time up. 2 strikes on the batter now here in the third inning. Pitch, a little bit high. Ball 1-2 the count here. Pitch can be a little bit low down the middle. Took a little bit off the pitch, but it's low, so it'll go 2-2 now. The count to Hannah Daniels. On deck is Gabby Scottern. Ball driven to the right side, going to be out of play. After Gabby Scottern, you'll have Danny Alder in the hole here. So number 1, 2, and 3 batters in the order. If they get beyond Alder, then you've got Dakota Cheney, the cleanup hitter. Sharp hit after shortstop, off the glove of the shortstop, a diving attempt there by Miley Cook. Just not able to come up with it. It goes off her glove, but she dives for it. It was sharply hit. So a single there by Hannah Daniels to get things going for Manti here in the top of the third. Gabby Scottard comes to the batter's box now. And Gabby Scottard, the number 2 hitter. And she turns to bunt, but she pops it up. And she did that. She flew out to the second baseman last time. And Scottard has a 167 batting average, it says here, with 1 double. So usually batting averages for the number 2 and 3 hitters a little higher than that, but it's what they do. It's the effectiveness of what they do. So that one's fouled back to the screen. So you got 0-2 count now on the batter. Oh, 2 count to Scott. Swing and a foul ball. Swing was a little bit late, but she got enough of it to hit it straight down and foul it back. So she lives to swing another day. So here we go. To the count. High, ball 1. Daniels standing at first base with the hit off the glove of the shortstop, and it was a shot. Scott under the plate, pops it up to the right side, second base going back, right field coming in, and it'll be taken there by Olivia Madsen, the second baseman. She ranges back for it. Looked like it was going to be in no man's land, but Madsen makes a nice play. So that's an F4 for the first out. Hannah Daniels is not able to advance on the play. So Danny Alder now will come to the plate. Danny Alder flew out to second base her first time up. And that's 2 times in a row for Gabby Scottard flying out to second base. The first pitch is a ball there to Alder. Dakota Cheney is on deck with Chloe Olson in the hole. Whipped down the third base, but it's going to go foul. Just over the glove of the third baseman there down that third base line. And Afton Cook has been swallowing up everything down there, so just over her glove and foul. 1-1 is the count. With Danny Alder at the plate. Danny Alder's the pitcher, did a fine job thus far. Pulls the string, 2-1. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but it must have been low. 2-1 is the count to Alder. Pitch is high, ball. 3-1 the count here to Alder. With 317 average and a little bit of pop. And maybe trying to stay away from her a little bit here. Ball 4, you don't want to do that though, so that puts runners at first and second now as Danny Alder draws the walk and moves Hannah Daniels to second base. Runners at first and second, 1 away here. So your fielders can play back at double play depth. Trying to make something happen that way. Dakota Cheney comes to the plate in the number 4 spot. And then you got Chloe Olson after that. Dakota Cheney. They're trying to find her 438 batting average in that number 4 spot. Ooh, nice pitch there on the outside part. She thought about it and held off. So that will be a called strike. She has 2 home runs and 11 doubles on the year. Turns to bunt, pops it straight up in the air. The pitcher will take it. We had a chance at first. We got runner off first, got kind of a long ways off to Danny Alder, or a runner for Danny Alder. But that's a pop up by Dakota Cheney. That big average, and then she's going to fly out to the pitcher. Second out. Chloe Olson now, the shortstop, comes to the plate. Take a call, a ball up high. Chloe Olson with a 344 average, with 3 doubles and 2 home runs. So good average here, good hitter. Starts to go and then holds off, and it's a called strike. Called strike on the batter. Oh, pulls the string, floats in a changeup right there. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was a heck of a pitch right there. Freezes you in your tracks. Makes you turn right out of your shoes. Now comes with the smoke, but that little bit high. 2-2. Still looking in 2-2. And that's a foul back. Foul back against the screen, remains 2-2 with 2 outs. So here we go again, 2-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Beautiful pitch there by the pitcher Johnson, and gets her on the swinging strike. Chloe Olson goes down on the strikeout for the 3rd out of the inning. So they're going to leave 1 on, but they get nothing out of a couple on, in fact. They get nothing out of it. So at the middle of the third inning, it's 1-0 still for North Sanpete, and they will be coming up to bat.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Sanpete Steel and Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel and Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
We'll go back here. Lead off. Seeing I hit right there by Miley Cook. She hits one in the 5-6 hole. And it looked like third and short both had chances at it, but it's one of those that just finds a way to sneak underneath gloves. It ends up in left field, so you've got a single there from Miley Cook to start at the bottom of the 3rd inning here for North Sanpete. And that'll bring Riley Stewart to the plate now. And Riley Stewart flew out to left center field last time up. The runner goes, the throw is a little bit late. And the throw was nice, though. It was right on the player, but just in front of that, Miley Cook is able to slide in safe. So a really nice play by the catcher, maybe a little bit slow in delivery, but a great throw and a great play beaten by better speed and a better jump by Cook. So Stewart's still at the plate, she'll try to do something to get that run in. Because the runs have been at a premium here, where in the 3rd inning there's only 1. North Sanpete leads 1-0. So Riley Stewart with Shay Rollinson on deck. This is going to be hit into center field. And the runner had to sit and wait. They're going to now bring it home. The run is cut. The throw is cut off at the pitcher's mound. That keeps Stewart at first base, but it does allow Cook to come around and score. So good base running there, aggressive from the very beginning as she flies around the bases. Miley Cook for the 2nd run of the ball game, 2-0 now in favor of North Sanpete. They will put a runner in for Stewart, the catcher. So they put a runner in for her, a hurry-up runner or a courtesy runner. changed its names over the years. Shea Rollinson will be at the plate to bat. And Rollinson reached last time on a base on balls, and then finally, before the inning was over, ended up at second base. So Shea Rollinson is up at plate now. All ready to bring the ball outside. Ooh, nice stab there. Saved that one. Paisley Clark. That would have allowed the runner to go to second, but she makes a great play on the ball. So Shea Rollinson back at the plate. 408 average. Rips one into right center, left center field. That was going to be out of here, folks. Way over the fence. 2-run home run for Rollinson. There was no doubt on that one. The minute she touches, she has 5 home runs on the year. Make that one more right now, as that's 6. So Rollinson with the big blow there. And she'll drive in Stridey Stewart in front of her for a 3-run inning thus far. And nobody out in the inning, so they've got 3 across with nobody out here. Moves the score to 4-0 now in favor of North Sanpete. And that'll bring Casey Johnson to the plate, the bat. Casey Johnson in her one at bat reached first base, but was stranded at first base. Pitch can be outside. Manti tries to settle down and recover from that. That is a 4-0 lead, but in softball, that's not insurmountable. All are set, ready to throw. Pop up to the left side, shortstop settling under it, and he's going to take it. That's Chloe Olson underneath that ball. Makes the play, so a pop up there by Casey Johnson. First out of the inning. And Brooklyn Larson will now come to the plate, followed by Autumn Oldroyd. So Brooklyn Larson, first time out, flew out to second base. See what she can do here. Brooklyn Larson, number 22 with her .333 average. Hot shot down the line, 5-6, so it makes its way through. So they're hitting the ball hard here in this inning. That one through the 5-6 hole for a single for Larson. One down, runner at first. Now it's Autumn Oldroyd. She will be coming to the plate. Autumn Oldroyd. In her one at bat, she was struck out in the second inning. We'll have a chance now here in the third inning to make something happen. Autumn Oldroyd. She registers at .286 batting average. A little bit out. Oh, made the call. Strike 1 there. So 0-1 the count. 4-0 the score here in favor of North Sanpete here at the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Really fool on that pitch right there was Autumn Oldroyd. Kind of fool on that one. So this will be Afton Cook is on deck too. Might have been a little high. Fake the throw to first. Nothing there. Get it back down. Paisley Clark very active behind the plate for Manti. Good catcher back in there. She keeps faking that throw. We got to make it once, and they'll know not to mess around down there. Hitting the left field, looks like it's going to drift foul. Going to drift foul there by Autumn Oldroyd. For the score. We are in the third. This is an elimination game, so the loser of this ball game season will terminate here. Goes the changeup. She kind of holds back, but not enough, and fouls it off over the screen. Is Oldroyd, and so she'll go back and try it again. 1 down, 2 across, 3 across in the inning. swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Alder. And that'll send Autumn down with the strikeout. In fact, that's her second strikeout of the game. The only strikeouts really that Alder has registered have both come to Autumn Oldroyd. I'm sure she doesn't like that. Afton Cook will come out. She reached on a base on balls last time. Pitches outside, ball one. Rock and fire, outside ball. So 2-0 count here on Cook. Annie Madsen is on deck. That's going to be inside part of the plate called strike. So 2-1 the count now. 2-1 the count. Mighty swing and a miss. It's off her foot. That's a dead ball. Went into fair territory, but it came off her foot. So that's a dead ball. 2-2 the count with 2 out. Rocks back, ready for the pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw the changeup on her. Great pitch by Danny Alder. Great pitch as she pulls the string, and Afton Cook will go down on strikes. So that's the third out. And the second strikeout in a row. So North Sanpete does add 3 runs to the score, though. They get 3 runs in the inning. It's 4-0 now as we go to the 4th inning. We'll be right back.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. On the first pitch to Paisley Clark is a pop-up to the shortstop. One pitch, pop-up, and that's the first out of the inning. So that'll bring Carly Rasmussen to the, well, I about said the foul line, I about said the line of scrimmage, so both of those are wrong. She's coming to the batter's box. Carly Rasmussen to the batter's box, followed by Avery Thompson. One down in the inning. Starts to go for that and then holds off wisely as that's the ball down. 1-0 the count. Casey Johnson has thrown a nice game today. Thus far, Manti has not scored a run. It's 4-0. Has thrown a nice game. And really is only a couple of batters over the minimum. Kind of a fooler there with a weak swing there by Carly Rasmussen. I think totally fooled on that pitch. 2-1 to count now. On deck, Avery Thompson in the hole, Brindley Umbrell. A little bit high there. Looking to come get 3-1 the count. It's the one bouncer to the shortstop, up with it across the diamond. Nicely done there Mighty Cook to Autumn Oldroyd. That's a 6-3 putout. Second out of the inning, and it'll bring Avery Thompson to the plate. Avery Thompson was grounded out to the pitcher last time, and so we'll see what she does this time. Brinley Umbrell will be on deck. Avery Thompson runs up, throws the slap at it, but misses. Strike one. Sits back once again, waiting. Runs up, throws the bat again. That's a strike. So 0-2 the count here to Avery Thompson. 0-2. Runs up on it, but it's high. Ball one. 1-2 the count. Johnson brings it. Oh, running the slap again, but she's just off the end. Nice pitch by Johnson. So that's another strikeout there. Third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down in that inning. And at the middle of 4, it's 4-0 North Sanpete. We'll be back.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Welcome back here to Spanish Fork, and while we were coming back, Annie Madsen came to the plate, and one pitch, one line shot to left center field, so she stands there with a single at first base, bringing Olivia Madsen to the plate now. She turns the bunt, lays it down, picked up, throw is going to be in time. That was a nice play by the first baseman because she actually ended up across the body when she picked it up, whirled into foul territory, and had to throw across the body of the runner, Olivia Madsen, to make that play. So well done, first baseman Dakota Cheney. Did advance to the runner though. So now you've got Annie Madsen standing at second base. Pitch to Cook is a ball. Cook flew out to the first baseman and got a single in her 2 at-bats. So swinging foul strike there. Pitcher has to stop and tire shoe and rest, and I think that's a point deduction. And the Alders comes back in the circle now. He pulls the string on a nice change up there, drops it in. That's the called strike 1 and 2 the count now. One and two the count to Riley Cook. Outside ball, 2-2. In the other 3A one-loss game, currently, I believe it's South Summit 4-2 over Juab right now. Swing down third baseline, nicely fielded at third, throw across the diamond, back across the diamond. Ooh, and a save there. So you had Haley Barnes with a great play across to Dakota Cheney. Cheney then threw it back, and it was a little bit off the line, but Chloe Olson, the shortstop who had come over, made a great play to save a run being scored. It does move Annie Madsen now to third base, but there's 2 out in the inning. So a nice pitch there to the changeup. Riley Stewart is at the plate with Shea Rollinson on deck. Fouled off the end of that. Strike 2. Riley Stewart flew out to left field and then reached in the third inning and scored eventually. It's part of that 3-run third inning. Batting again here in the 4th inning. Fists it off right off their hands down the foul third baseline. So it remains 0-2 the count. Pitch. Pop up. Looks like it's going to stay in the playing field. Catcher's over and makes the play. Again, Paisley Clark doing an excellent job behind the plate for Manti. She makes that play. So the single by Annie Madsen comes for nothing as unable to score her. And for the third out there, and that's the end of the 4th inning for Manti. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th. Excuse me, top of the 5th. Here when we come back.
In the fast-paced world we live in, every second counts. Whether it's staying productive in your home office or enjoying entertainment with no buffering. With CentraWave from Centracom, experience ultra-fast, next-generation, reliable internet that keeps your whole family connected. CentraWave by Centracom. Fast, reliable, everywhere. Get connected today. Visit www.centracom.com/CentraWave or call 1-800-427-8449.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Welcome back here. Real quick update. At present, it looks as though Altamont may have a slight lead over Grand in their one-loss division. Millard Gunnison Valley is up big over Millard in the 2nd inning. And then Milford San Juan, I believe San Juan is up a little bit on Milford. Good to have that one back to us. In the 3A, currently it's in the Juab ball game with South Summit's up a little bit. A couple 4-2, I believe the score is. Here we come back to this ball game, and here we are in the top of the 5th with Manti at the plate, trailing 4-0 to North Sanpete. At the plate is Brindley Umbro. Pitch outside is going to be 1-2 now. Okay. while I was dallying around, Umbro got out, and Hannah Daniels is up and hits the ball over the third baseman for a base hit. I apologize. I was trying to update everything else. I missed that one. So that'll bring up Gabby Scottern to the plate with Hannah Daniels at first base as Manti tries to get something going here. Does not turn to bunt. Flare to the right field, caught there by the right fielder, really didn't have to move. So that's an F9 for the second out. And Daniels unable to move up on the plate because it was right in front of her. Then Danny Alder comes to the plate. Danny Alder, the pitcher, she reached on the base on balls and flew out to the second base in her two at-bats. So Johnson ready to deal here on the mound. Hard to the right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. On deck is Dakota Cheney, followed by Chloe Olson here for the Manti lineup. A little bit high ball, 1-1 the count. The winner of this ball game will turn right around and play the winner of the South Summit Juab ball game right back here on this field. Pitch a little bit high, going to be called a ball, 2-1. But there's no rest time at all in this situation. They'll turn right around and play again. As I said, I think South Summit's up 4-2 on Juab right now. Ball is driven down the left side, out of bounds. And the other ball game will be Providence Hall against Richfield on Field 1. That's scheduled for 7 p.m. right after those games are over. Tomorrow at 10, Grantsville will play Emory on Field 1, and Union will play Morgan on Field 2 tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Strikeout call there. And that'll be the end of that inning for Manti as they go down with one runner on first base. But that strikeout will end the inning. So, again, the middle of the fifth inning, it is 4-0 North Sanpete, and North Sanpete is coming to bat.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Hey, welcome back once again to the Spanish Fort Complex for the 3A State Championship Tournament. And brought to you by Centricom, Team Hive, and also KSL Sports. Appreciate those entities ganging up together to help us bring these things to you. Here we are in the bottom of the fifth inning, and Shay Rawlinson comes to bat. Rawlinson's been up twice. She has a home run and a base on balls. Pitch is outside, ball 2-0 the count. Pitch is going to be outside once again. Alter has pitched the whole game, done a nice job. Danny Alder, fine pitcher for Manti. Going to call that one high, so it's going to be a base on balls to Shay Rawlinson. And that'll bring Casey Johnson to the plate. So that's 2 walks and a home run for Shay Rawlinson in the ball game. That's awfully good production. Casey Johnson flew out the shortstop the first time, her only at-bat in the ball game. She turns and bunts it, lays it down third base, bobbles it again, cannot make the play. And so Casey Johnson will be on with that bobbled bunt. But that, I'm sure, would be an E on the infield. That puts runners at first and second. Manti will call a bit of a timeout here. And Johnson will come off, and the runner will come in for her. Trying to get a number for you on that runner. Can't quite get the numbers. Playing cat and mouse with the telephone pole in front of me. I can't see it for sure. The bunt is laid down. The play to first base is in time for the out. So Brooklyn Larson comes in and makes the bunt. She'll go out 5-3 for the out. But it advances Casey Johnson's runner to second base and Shea Rawlinson to third. The runner in for Johnson is number 10. And number 10 is Aspen Bagshaw running for Johnson. Batting right now is Autumn Oldroyd, followed by Afton Cook. Oldroyd sets. Going to be popped up. Probably going to make the screen, and it does, back over the stands. So she'll get another chance here. Oldroyd thus far has 2 strikeouts in the ball game. Don't mean to wish her bad luck. 1-1 is the count to her. Oldroyd sets to receive the pitch. Hits this thing high in the air. Third base is angling over. She got enough room. And she makes the catch over there, so Oldroyd pops it up to third base for the second out. So maybe Manti's trying hard to avoid runs being scored here. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Rawlinson at third and Johnson at second. Afton Cook now comes to the plate, but she's reached on a base on balls and struck out thus far in the ball game. So she'll need to do something here to try and get these runs across. Be valuable runs at this part of the ball game. This is a substitute batter, looks like here. Pardon. And didn't get the number. McKinley Burnside. Number 3, McKinley Burnside will be batting for Afton Cook then. First is a swinging strike. Okay, so she'll be batting here with 2 runners on. Chance to make something big happen is Burnside. And she's going to take it off the shin for a walk, so based on balls due to being hit. So Burnside gets herself on there. Anything you can do to keep it going. Base is loaded now, and Annie Madsen comes to the plate. Last time up, Annie Madsen had a nice single. Hoping to do the same here. We get a couple of runs across, at least 1, probably 2. Hard swing, it's going to go off to her side. That's her foot, so that's a swinging strike, dead ball. So she'll step back in there again, Annie Madsen. Swinging strike, nice pitch by Alder. Strike 2. So 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3 on. A little bit high, ball 1, 1 and 2 now. That's hard to take that pitch up there when you got 2 strikes on you. popped up to the left side. It's in foul territory. No one could get to it, though. So that'll be a long strike, is all that is. They'll come back and it'll still be 1-2. One and two the count. So she'll stand back in, Annie Manson, battling hard here against Danny Alder. Throws the change up, and she caught her looking. So a strikeout, big strikeout there by Alder to end that inning on that threat with bases loaded. She pulls the string on a changeup and freezes the batter for a strikeout. Third out of the inning, and that's it for the fifth inning for North Sanpete. We'll be back with the Manti side of the sixth inning in just a moment.
Expecting a bundle of joy? Beaver Valley Hospital's new maternity wing is your local haven for life's special deliveries. Combining cozy comfort with top-tier technology, they bring big city medical excellence to the heart of Beaver with that small-town touch Beaver Valley Hospital is known for. Their full-service community hospital is your health partner from inpatient care, emergency, surgical, maternity, physical therapy, home health, and hospice. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to support Beaver High School.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now, Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Welcome back. The batter, Olivia Manson, hit a liner to second base. The second baseman dove for it, kind of got it in her glove, but it came loose, and then unfortunately it rolled up under her, and she couldn't get it out in time to throw it to first base, and Olivia Manson beat it out for an infield single right there, and makes a great play, but it turns out to be not so great, unfortunately, for the second baseman, Daniels. Bunt is down now. First baseman fields it, comes around and throws the second baseman covering, so Dakota Cheney to Hannah Daniels there. They run that well, but they do advance the runner. Olivia Manson now at second base on a fielder's choice. And that's the first out now, and it'll bring Riley Stewart to the plate. Riley Stewart in 2 at-bats has flown out both times, once to center field and once to the catcher. So we'll see what she can do here at this at-bat. Pops it up straight back. That's going to be on our heads back here. A loud thump up top. So, new life here. Throws the change up a little bit high. 4-2 Stewart. It's 1-1. Is the score. Shea Rollinson is on deck, and Casey Johnson is in the hole with Riley Stewart batting here. Going to ground it to the third base side, bobbled by third base. Not going to get there in time, and she threw it probably when she shouldn't. The play was already dead when she threw it to first. That allowed Olivia Manson to advance to third. And the runner at first is also safe. So Stewart gets to first base on the choice, on the error. And they will run for her. Now put a faster runner on. They have runners at the corners now with 1 away here in the 6th inning. Looking for some insurance runs. That's 4-0 is the ball game. Again, 4 runs is not a lot in softball games. That can get scored in a hurry. Rollinson at the plate with Casey Johnson on deck. Rollinson does have a home run in the ball game. This is going to be hit sharply into center field. Over the center fielder's head. It's going to get 1 run across. Second run is coming around third, and they're going to hold her up. But a stand-up double by Rollinson, who has been a bright spot in the hitting today. She has a home run and been on base twice on walks. This time she gets a double with an RBI. So she's been on base all 4 times she's been up. And she's given 1 more security run to North Sanpete. They're up 5-0 now with runners at second and third with 1 down. At the plate is Casey Johnson. She's going to hit one into right center field. Don't know if they can get to that one. And it's going to be off the fence. Going to get 2 runs across. The throw will come back in and hold Johnson to first base. But 2 runs score. Big hit there by Casey Johnson. Only a single. That was pretty close to being out of this place. But it does get 2 runs across. So Stewart and Rawlinson both score. And they'll put a runner in for Johnson at first base. And they'll bring to the plate Brooklyn Larson to bat now. She's flown out to second base, and she's grounded out to third base. She's also got a single in the game. See if she tries to bunt to move the runner over. Stands up, swings, drives it right back up the middle, just off the shortstop's glove. Not able to get quite to it. Now the throw goes to third base. Ill-advised allows the runner to go to second base now. And North Stampede's doing a good job of getting extra bases here on throwing decisions by Manti. And they're moving runners up. So Casey Johnson goes, runner for JC, goes to third. And you've got a single that turns into a double by Brooklyn Larson. We'll get it right. Autumn Oldroyd will come to the plate. Is that a runner that just went in? Is that what they're talking, or is there a substitution? Coming to the plate here, we've got number 19 coming to the plate. That looks to be a substitution for North Sanpete. It's Mackenzie Madsen now batting. A third Madsen girl, Mackenzie Madsen, batting apparently for Oldroyd. Pitch is over the head of the but it bounces perfectly back to the catcher. So the runner has to catch and go back. That's Casey Johnson's runner at third. She has to go back. So Madsen at the plate. Mackenzie Madsen. Score now 7-0 in favor of North Sanpete. Pitch is going to be a little bit high ball. Two balls. For a swing and a miss on the inside edge. Strike 1 to Madsen. Swing and miss, strike 2. 2-2 the count. 1 away in the inning. Runners at second and third. 7-0 the score in the 6th inning. So Mackenzie Madsen with a 2-2 count now. Alder with the pitch. Up high, swing and a miss by Mackenzie Madsen. So Alder throws a nice pitch there, gets the strikeout. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring up, well, it's either Afton Cook or McKinley Burnside. Or maybe somebody else. There looks like Afton Cook gets started at third base. McKinley Burnside batted last time. Now we're not sure who this number is. Let's see if we can get a number here. That is number 5 back in. That is Afton Cook back in. So she's re-entered. Afton Cook with a little flare behind the plate. Catcher makes a great gallant effort. Paisley Clark, but just not able to come up with it. So that will be just a strike. 0-1 the count here to Afton Cook. When Cook was in, she got on a base on balls and struck out in her 2 at-bats. Flare into the pitcher. The pitcher will take it on the run, and that will end the inning. Third out of the inning. So that ends the inning, but not before they're able to put North Stampete's able to pick up 3 more runs. So here's the game. It's the top of the 7th. Manti needs 7 runs to keep playing the ball game in the 3 outs that they've got. We'll see what happens when we come back.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their
once again, here we are in the 7th inning, now top of the 7th. Manti is down 7-0 to North Sanpete. They've got 3 outs to try and get 7 runs to tie it and keep playing, or this ball game will be over and the Manti season will be over. Now, they will come up. Will Avery Thompson, number 23, the number 8 hitter, starts out on deck as Brinley Umbrell, unless there's a substitute. Avery Thompson called strike on the first pitch. Thompson with the second pitch is going to be a little bit high ball. 1-1 to count. On the outside corner, called strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Avery Thompson. As we mentioned, Brindley Umbrell is on deck, and then top of the order, Hannah Daniels in the hole. Pop up straight back. This is going to almost get to us. Probably ran into the outhouse door. I could have got that. Yeah, in my younger days. Yeah. Thanks, Ava. Remind me of my inabilities. Swing and a miss by Thompson, strike 3. So a big out there to get that first one. And Casey Johnson, a big strike out there. That's the 6th strikeout for the pitcher, Johnson, in the ball game. 6 strikeouts thus far. Umbrell comes to the plate now. Doesn't go for it, but they're going to call it on that outside corner. So strike 1 for Umbrell. She'll step back in against Johnson, who's throwing a really nice ball game. Swing and a miss, strike, foul ball, strike 2. So we get ready with the pitch. Outside, give him the call on the outside corner, strike 3. 7th strikeout, 2 in a row here in the 7th inning. And now Manti down to their last out. But they go to the top of the order now with Hannah Daniels coming to the plate. Hannah Daniels has 3 singles in the ball game. This is not an easy out here for Johnson and the North Sanpete Lady Hawks. First call is a strike on the outside corner. Again, loser is finished for the year. Winner goes on and will play immediately after this ball game. Another game. Dribbled back, the pitcher throws to first base, and that'll be the ball game. Johnson to Oldroyd to record the 3rd out on Hannah Daniels, and that will be the ball game, folks. North Sanpete will advance with the 7-0 win here in Spanish Fork. They will turn around and play immediately with the winner of the ball game. South Summit, I believe, was winning that ball game, so it'll be South Summit versus North Sanpete in just a few minutes. Around 7 o'clock, I believe, is the scheduled time. We'll be back.